Street Photography Secrets. 1 minute, 1 photo, 1 tip. Hello! In today's tip I'm going to start by showing you the reality of the thing, and it's a crazy statue, and it's also a great angle when you're looking down on it from the bridge. Let me just show you where that is. Here's Paris. It's down here on one of these bridges down in the southwest. Not quite at the extreme edge of the boulevard, not even here. I think it's oh no, it's on this one, just next to the RER Javel station, and it's actually on the bridge itself. The bridge looks like this, and Google Maps allowed me to show you one side of it but not the other. So the statue you can see here is the counterpart to the one in the photograph. The one in the photograph is on the other side, it's here. So this is what I was looking down on, I should say, and it seems great, it seems fantastic, you know, what a great picture. And yet, what have I added to it? It's still just me looking at somebody else's work. Plus this seems a bit messy. I tried to play with the angles of this in some other photographs, like this one. I've made more of a V here. I was thinking of those two edges there, closing the top two corners of the picture, but I just couldn't convince myself that I'd added anything worthwhile to this. It was just a picture of somebody else's statue, and for me that's not really good enough in terms of street photography, where I want to add something. First of all, add something of my own to somebody else's creation, if there is somebody else's creation like this statue, and then move it away from reality and start saying something strange or something unique. So I started looking around and chose another angle, and I found this. A few different versions of this, a big one here as well, as you can see, and this was starting to interest me, because all of a sudden there's something new has come into the picture which had nothing to do with the original creation, which is the sort of thing I like. Let me show you the final version. Final version is this, and I've gone for the one where there's this strange sticker on the bridge, and I've got away from the showing who this arm and trumpet belongs to, and I've made these two elements the photograph. They seem unrelated, and indeed they are. You could twist it and imagine I was saying, okay, sex, maybe he's holding on to something sexual there, but to be quite honest with you, that is not the route I went down, because for me I found that was, I like subtlety and cleverness, and that wasn't subtle or clever enough, and also it's not perhaps quite obvious enough either. So I went for a different element to make this photograph worthy of being one of my photographs at all. I want all my photographs to be as good as I can make them, and I want to be pleased with them myself as much as anything else. So what makes this photograph worthy of inclusion in my collection of photographs? And it's quite simply absurdity. You could say that there is a link. You could say there's some nice composition that zooms out that way and that zooms out that way. You could say there's an overall yellow feel to the photograph with a little bit of blue. You could say there's a word there, there's some words there. But that isn't what this photograph is about. This photograph is purely and simply about absurdity. The absurdity of the things you come across as you wander around your city. Any city has this. Your city will have this opportunity for bizarre photographs which don't seem to have any relationship to anything, and that's what makes the photograph. That is the subject of the photograph, the ridiculousness of this classical trumpet blowing arm attached to statue on a bridge, and a sticker saying sex is fashion, which who knows what it's about, honestly, and that's the whole point. So my tip for today would be, in a word, absurd. Look for the absurdity in your everyday wanders around the town, and you'll come up with some surprising photographs. That's it. Thanks a lot. See you next time. Bye bye.